Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome
Are
back
you
to...
having a hard time shopping for that audio-video person in your life?
Yeah-huh?
Do you still not understand what it is they actually do?
No, I still don't.
Well, here is a list of gifts that they might enjoy.
Wow, how convenient. All right, silly bits out of the way. This is not going to be a technical list saying buy this microphone, this cable, and this interface, because I made that video in 2020, and pretty much everything that I recommended still holds true. This list is going to be for items that are tangentially related to audio or video and will help that person throughout their day. All right, first up we have a microphone quick release system, and the system that I use is from Gator Frameworks. The way it works, you press down on this lever and it quickly releases the microphone from the mount. That is pretty much it. The reason why I use Gator Frameworks is because you are able to buy a set of 5 additional adapters without having to buy the part that goes onto the microphone stand again. So if you have a lot of microphones, you can just buy the adapters, screw them onto all your mics, and then quickly switch between them with a single mount on your microphone stand. Next, we have a set of adapters, and this is called the Rode Universal Thread Adapter. This converts 1/4 inch to 3/8 or 5/8 inch, 3/8 inch to 1/4 inch or 5/8 inch, and 5/8 inch to 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch. So if you're a photographer, videographer, or an audio person, this is incredibly helpful to have in your bag or on your keychain. Next, we have an item that's been in every single one of my gift guides, and that is a set of good earplugs. We only get one set of ears, and once we start to lose our hearing, we cannot get it back, so please protect it. I recently went to an event and I did not have this on my keychain. I was next to a loudspeaker, so I became that guy with his fingers in his ears. I looked like an idiot, but hearing is important, so get a set of good earplugs and carry them with you because you never know when you'll need them, when you will need them. Next, I know I'm going to be ticking off a lot of people by recommending these, but I am recommending the Apple AirPods Pro 2. These things are so incredibly convenient and they sound surprisingly good. So if the person in your life that you're buying a gift for uses Apple devices, I highly recommend these because based on how convenient they are and how easy they are to use and how good they sound, these have become my most used headphones outside of the Sennheiser HD650s. All right, now we are getting into the super duper extra sexy stuff, and that is why I am recommending measuring tapes. These are helpful in determining the exact distance from a sound source to a microphone or from a subject to a camera. That is helpful because now on a later date you can recall a setup and get very similar results, whether it be depth of field for a camera or whether it be the proximity effect on a microphone. So measuring tapes are incredibly important if you want to ever recall or do any pickups on a later date. Next up on the list is an insulated water bottle with a screw-on lid. The reason for this is it keeps beverages hot or cold, and the screw-on lid means that if you knock over the water bottle, you are not going to spill water all over your studio and ruin expensive gear. And I understand that some people will prefer a straw lid because you don't have to open the container to take a sip, but I like screw-on lids because that means there's one less moving part and one less item to break. Next, we have flashlights, but not just any flashlights that take a standard size battery. I understand there's a big move towards rechargeable flashlights because people think it's more green, but with a rechargeable battery, when that battery inevitably fails, you're going to have to send it to the manufacturer for repair, or you're just going to have to throw it away. But with a flashlight that takes a standard size battery like a AAA, yes, you can use standard disposable batteries, but you can also just buy a set of rechargeable batteries and then get the same functionality as a rechargeable flashlight, but you don't have to worry about the battery dying in the flashlight and then replacing the entire device. And as far as the usability of a flashlight, I use it all the time to see a little bit better to read, or I drop stuff under my desk all the time. My eyes are bad, and it helps me find what I am looking for. Next, we have writing utensils, and we have an unsexy recommendation and a sexy recommendation. The unsexy recommendation is a set of Sharpies, ultra fine and fine point. This is great for labeling stuff, but it is not going to win any awards for instilling inspiration in a man or a woman's heart. These are utilitarian devices, not very exciting. To combat that, I have a few more options. The Fisher Space Pen Bullet is great if they carry a pen in their pocket all day. The Space Pen AG7 is great if they are a space nerd because that is the original space pen. If you just want a great writing experience, I really enjoy the Parker Jotters. There are a bunch of different variations. I like the stainless steel model because it feels a bit more durable. Or if you want to make them feel like a hipster, I really like writing with fountain pens now. I know a lot of people love the Lamy Safaris, which I haven't used, but I have gravitated towards the Kaweco Sport with a fine or medium nib, and you can just get these 6 cartridge replacements to refill the ink. It is a completely different writing experience, and it is a joy to use compared to a standard ballpoint, which is what most of us are used to. Then we need something to use those pens on, and for jotting down production notes, I prefer pocket notebooks like a Field Notes or this mini composition book, and this allows you to recall what you were doing on a certain day. For today, I know I was 3 inches from the 7B running through the UA X8 with 55 dB of gain. For my overhead shot, I was using a 24mm lens, 130 FPS, 5.6, and 1250 ISO. This allows me to recall what I was doing on a specific date in case I need to refilm anything and add it in and to make it look seamless. But I also know that for bigger ideas, you may not want to write those down in a cardboard pocket notebook. You may want something that feels a little bit more permanent or a little bit more special, so I am recommending a Rhodia or something like a Moleskine. So if you do want to stay in the analog realm to jot down video ideas, work through those ideas, and then develop your outline, or maybe jot down all your song lyrics, I think having a nicer notebook makes that feel a bit more permanent and a bit more special. You could always go the route of getting a personalized gift, so if they have artwork for a podcast or their YouTube channel, you could get that printed on pretty much anything. For example, this is a coffee mug with my old podcast art on the front, and on the back it says something that I used to always say, we'll just have to wait and see. Or you could get a personalized item to commemorate a milestone. For example, I have 2 pens here, one to commemorate 100 subscribers on Podcastage, and another to commemorate 100,000 subscribers on Podcastage. So you could get them a nice piece of jewelry, you could get them a writing utensil, and get that personalized for them to commemorate something they've accomplished. Next up is a bit of an oddball, but I am recommending mood lighting. The reason I'm recommending this is it is often very difficult to get a good recording if you feel off your game. So setting the mood with some interesting lighting, whether you like the old school lantern feeling, whether you like the vibe of just RGBs everywhere, that can be incredibly important because if you aren't feeling it, a lot of times recordings can come across forced and unnatural and just not very good. So getting some mood lighting can help you get in the mood and to make recordings come across a bit more natural. I wouldn't, however, recommend getting a lantern with a big glass bulb on it because in studios, you are lazy, you will knock it off the desk, you will crack it, and then you will have to use masking tape to keep it from cutting you. And the last thing that I've got for you today is absolutely insane. It is tape, whether it be gaffer tape or masking tape. I don't personally use gaffer tape much because I don't do crazy cable runs, but I do use masking tape nearly every single day to label stuff. Whether it be indicating what bag goes to what microphone or what cable is for the left and right speaker, this is invaluable for me. So the last thing for the gift guide is tape. I can't believe I'm recommending tape. All right, that is all that I've got for you today. I know it may have been a dumb idea to make a gift guide on an audio channel containing pretty much no audio gear. I just didn't want to regurgitate the exact same video that I made 2 years ago. That's why I haven't done one since then. It's the exact same thing. So if you want the technical recommendations, go watch that video. This was just to expand upon it and maybe shed some light on stuff that you don't typically think about. If you did find it fun, interesting, or helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hated it, big ol' thumbs down. These people over here are amazing. They support the channel at $5 or more and make bringing videos like this to you possible. Thanks to them. Thank them. Thank them. If you like this video, thank them in the comments. Thank you, members. Everybody, say thank you to the members in the comments down below. That's it. I'll talk to you on a later date. Bye-bye. Whoa, whoa.